Hey guys, so we have 3855 Wolff Street. This is actually the corner of 38th and Wolff. So just in the distance here, we're seeing the backside of Sprouts. This is a nice commercial space that has a couple of really great conveniences. There's a wine shop in here. There's a 24-hour fitness. There's a dentist office and a Starbucks. And there is also urgent care located in that commercial shopping center. So this is a new driveway that's been poured, and then you can see that there's the original pathway up, and it does have this nice wraparound porch here. We'll take a step into the front door here, which is nice. It's got this nice beveled glass. And lots of really large windows. I believe these ceilings are going to be at about 10-foot ceiling height. We've got a nice coat closet right here. Some nice details throughout the house. This woodwork is awesome, and you can see the really large detailed casements around all of the doorways and at the base of every room. Up here you can see again the detail in the casements. These windows are actually very, very large. This faces east, and then the side of the house here faces south. So these are going to capture a lot of sunlight throughout the day. They've done some really nice details on the renovations that they've completed. The floors are actually really interesting. We've got a lot of distressed. I imagine these are probably part of the original hardwoods. There's some interesting detail. Kitchen space here, and I do like that they put in this nice European style refrigerator. Cabinetry has a really nice pale bluish gray finish. It's a gloss finish. It's really very modern. And then you've got these pullouts with your, this is essentially some cabinetry space here. And then you've got a really nice large picture window there with a farm style ceramic sink. You've got some under cabinet lighting up above and a Wolff 4-burner gas range. This is also nice to have a little eating nook in the kitchen. Back door entry here. And this is actually one of the bedroom spaces. I think they're trying to achieve some more storage with these dual closets. This would make, here's the laundry stacked in this closet. It does have a really nice skylight up above, which lets in tons of light into this space. This would be great for an office or a media room, rec room style. There is a bathroom right off here, and the finishes they've selected are just really nice. They're very classic. And you've got a really large step-in shower with a bench. And I'm going to take you through to the second floor first. The entry to the basement is actually here, and we'll come back through that last. So we've got stairwell, which is nice that it's tucked away up here in the front. I think this will limit any noise coming up to the bedroom spaces on the second floor. So we've got 2 bedrooms and a full-size bath, which has been redone really nicely. Again, they've selected some really great classic finishes. This large window will be really nice to let light in, some natural lighting, and we've got storage below and then a vanity up above. And then this is one of the bedrooms on the second floor. We've got this little tuck away with these windows, and this is overlooking the backyard. And the forward bedroom, it does have this door here. I'm not quite sure why they have this do not open the door. It might just be a tricky door to open and close, but it does have this little standing, I think this is a sort of a widow's peak style, that railing is short, so I don't think this is intended for everyday use, but it's nice to have. We've got closet walk-in here, and then this is looking to the south side facing the driveway, and you can see the garage out back there. Good size rooms. It's a little bit awkward with the little cutout there. I think this one would be a little more difficult to furnish because of the entries into the room. So I think this is more of a secondary bedroom, whereas this would be probably more conducive for a main bedroom. The closet in here, you can see there's, yeah, it looks like they need a little work to be done on the walls there too. Probably original to the structure of the home. And take a peek through the backyard, garage, and the carriage house out back. And then we'll come back through and go down to the basement. So the flow is actually pretty nice. For this period of home, we tend to see them be a little bit boxy and cut off, but these spaces flow nicely into each other. This is going to be crawl space access, I believe. And it looks like it goes right down to the basement actually, so there should be a door down there. Side yard with actually a really nice setback from the neighbor. Neighbor has their driveway to the side as well. Carriage house back here, and then the garage. And then there's actually some opportunity for some planting beds back behind the garage, which we'll get. Good sunlight back there. Here is the living space for the carriage house. It's a little bit rougher than I'd like to normally see for a rental property. You can see some of the texture is just cracked and whatnot from the original construction, I'm sure. You've got some storage up here and some beadboard on the walls. And then we walk through to the kitchen dining space. Here's the mechanicals for the carriage house. A really large storage slash pantry. And gas range, sink. There's not a dishwasher here, and it looks like they're including this refrigerator. I believe this goes to the exterior backyard. I can't open that door because it has a deadlock on it. And you've got a little tucked away 3/4 bath here, so step in shower. The ceiling height in here is a little bit tight. As you can see, I'm about 5'10" and some change, so anybody taller would maybe have a little bit of trouble maneuvering in there. And then this goes up to the bedroom space up above, which is pretty interesting. It's got the original planked wood floors, the vaulted ceiling. And this is a little bit tricky. I don't know if you can see. So as you come up, you've got the angle of the roof to work around, and then there's also not a railing here. Looks like they have a cable connection there. And ceiling height here is going to be a little bit restrictive. I think this would, definitely just be perfect for a bed, and that's about it. Maybe some, a little sitting chair or something up here too. I'm not quite sure what that doorbell is for. It's fun. It's a fun space. We've got some linoleum stick-down tiles on the floor. So nothing elaborate in this space. I do feel like the quality of completion in this neighborhood, you can probably get anywhere between $900 and $1,100 a month for this rental if you were to lease this out to a tenant. Airbnb might also be a nice opportunity to make some money. And if you furnished it out and made it a little bit more finished, I think you could see some definite revenue from that. We're a couple of blocks away from Tennyson, which is another huge advantage for this neighborhood, being that close proximity. And this is actually where that side door off the kitchen comes out. And then you've got a back access here to the alley. I'm not sure if I can, there you go. So, alley access here. And then you'll go down to, I believe this is going to be 39th Street. That'll be your access point to get into the backyard. The garage does face off of the front, which is going to be your main access point for the 2-car garage. And let's take a peek at that. So you've got a lockable fence here. And then pretty standard 2-car garage space. This is pretty standard height for the garage as well from this period. I'm not sure if they're going to include these chandeliers or if those are going, but that would be nice to, if they were from the period of the home. You've got key access there, and again a nice setback from your neighbors also on this side. This tree is massive. I imagine this is probably several hundred years old. Just from the trunk, you can see there it's probably a 3 or 4 foot diameter on that. It looks to be in pretty good health. It looks like they probably recently cut down a branch that might have been hanging over the house. But the backyard is in great condition. And let's take a peek of the basement. I do like that they have all these windows, so you can see the space is nice and bright. And I imagine, yeah, this is going to capture a lot of light here. And you can see the windows actually are the original leaded panes, so you can see kind of a distortion in the glass, which is basement space, I believe, is much more of the quality for storage. The ceiling height is going to be one of the main restrictions down here for finishing out the space. Again, I'm 5'10" and some change. That's the actual access that we saw when I opened that hatch in the backyard. So this will take you right out to the backyard. And mechanicals are here. And then you've got some storage space down below here. This would have been part of the original coal chute, which is really cool. And the original boiler probably sat right here. This is you can see the original chimney goes right up to the center of the house there. And just some more storage space down here, and then it circles back around over to the other side. So let's see, it looks like newer heater and water heater system have been installed. This says 2015 for the heater, and I don't see a date on the water heater, but I imagine it's probably around a similar time frame. So that is it. We got, again, another little storage spot, which would be good for holiday decor and whatnot. And some of the detail, I mean, these old doorknobs are super awesome. So we've got the front room here, and some of the details on here are just pretty amazing. And front porch again. It's a really great street, great neighborhood, and the price point I think is set really well for this particular home. There's still some improvements that can be made here, but that's some opportunity for equity, some sweat equity probably, in getting things a little more finished, especially in that carriage house. I think if you redid the carriage house and really elevated the finish level, you could probably see up to $1,500 a month for that space. And that is it. It's a really great property. I do like all the architectural details on the exterior too. So that is it. Let us know if you have any questions.